All right, let's take you further afield to the United States, where officials leading the investigation into Sunday night's mass shooting in Las Vegas have yet to discover a motive. At least 59 people were murdered, over 500 wounded.
The lone gunman, 64-year-old Stephen Paddock, left a few clues as to why he turned to automatic gunfire on thousands of concertgoers at the Las Vegas Strip. The return to the United States of Paddock's girlfriend, who was visiting family in the Philippines when Sunday's events unfolded, has offered little additional information on why he acted as he did.
President Donald Trump visited with survivors Wednesday and praised the bravery of law enforcement who risked their lives to save others. And with everyone, including the families of victims, seeking answers, there's been little to indicate a motive to date.
More than 100 investigators have spent the last 72 hours combing through the life of 64-year-old Stephen Paddock to produce a profile of someone I will call disturbed and dangerous. What we know is Stephen Paddock is a man who spent decades acquiring weapons and ammo and living a secret life, much of which will never be fully understood. He meticulously planned on the worst domestic attack in United States history.
A suspect's online footprint often offers the best clues to an ideological motive. But Paddock's cell phones, computers and other electronic devices have made no clear connections to extremist groups or indications of mental illness.
Anything that would indicate this individual's trigger point and that would cause him to do such harm, we haven't understood it yet. And I think it's important for us to get to there. And you have to be patient with us, because this premeditation of this room, this is well thought out. So don't you think the concealment of his history or his life was well thought out? And it's incumbent upon us as professionals to figure that out.
The return of Paddock's girlfriend, Marilu Danley, has offered little, although she is cooperating with authorities.
The best way to do an investigation, the sheriff will tell you this, I'll tell you this, is that you don't go in with assumptions. He's not going to make assumptions, as you just said. I'm not going to make assumptions. We're going in there following the facts. The facts will always lead you to your conclusion. And we hope, very much so, to be able to provide concrete information to the public about why this happened, because that's what's on everyone's mind. Because to understand the why helps you deal with the tragedy that we've all faced. And we've all faced it. So, believe me, we want to know why.
As the president said this week, a nation in mourning. So, almost 5 days after the fact, a puzzle with many pieces that simply do not fit together yet. Why would this multi-millionaire retired investor, high-stakes gambler who lived a relatively quiet life in a small town outside Las Vegas assemble such a large cache of weapons in addition to explosives found in his car? What we do know is that this was an attack planned carefully and methodically. So while the intent to kill is clear, why he killed is not. Bryce-Pease, SABC News, New York.